Claudia and Benedetto, congratulations again for a new championship, the European Championship, the professionals. What is the difference between winning a championship as an amateur couple or as a professional couple?
Well,
not so much. It's actually the second title already. Maybe the first one. Many people were not there and the TV was not there. But yeah, it's the second time after a quite short time, because in November was the first European Championship of Professional. And this is the second title we get now as a professional. And I must say, let's say many couples changed from amateur to professional. So actually we meet each other again in the floor. So there's not so much difference. The difference is in general maybe only that we have, of course, less competition. We have, I must say, a little bit more time also to practice, a little bit more time to discover different things in the dancing.
Yeah.
We change many things in our dancing, and I must say, we can say today that we can feel from the response of the audience, from the response of the judges, from our feeling between us that we think we feel and we heard that we change a lot. So I think this is an advantage of a professional dancer. You have more time to practice.
yeah, basically I'm actually very happy about our development, because in amateur so many competitions, sometimes you don't have time to analyze exactly what you have to do, what you should do, what is exactly the basic things that you should study in order to have more balance, like basically they do in ballet. So they spend much more time than us, but in professional you can have more time to study and to practice these things. Of course you have to be careful that you don't teach too much and you pay attention, and so you practice a lot physically, technically, mentally, of course, because mentally you have to be also ready to understand each other, to have a good dialogue together. And so is for us actually is I must say, in sense of dancing, better, because we have more time, so we feel each other, we speak to each other, we know each other more than in amateur, I must say.
What do you think will be the trend, the development of standard dancing in the next, let us say, 3 years?
Well, we think that it's always, yeah, of course you hear many things about this development and positive and negative things, but we think like every sport, dancing has to develop, and everything in life develop, everything cannot stay the same. So sometimes you do positive things, sometimes you do negative things maybe, but in the end I think it's always coming up to the positive things. So I think it's always a good mixture to keep, of course, the art and the technique, which is very important for us, where we believe in 100%. We see so many people having a wrong posture nowadays, wrong or problem in footwork due to wrong posture, and this is the first thing what we believe and what we heard always from great dancers like was Bill and Bobby Irwin, and we keep, of course, this technique, but of course we develop on top of that technique body movement, body action, and of course it's normal that also the speed became a little bit more, therefore the movement became more, and I think this makes the dancing attractive, and we believe that dancing is sport and art.
Yes, and the last thing I must say that we have to, of course, to know that like in every sport we have some rules. So basically, like Bill and Bobby, the teachers, the best teacher in the world that they were, and the teacher that they wrote the best book, really, the Imperial. So actually he was saying nose over the toes, which means that the body is straight like a ballet dancer. So in ballet they have quite a strict rules, and we should have as well a strict rule, of course, basically. And when we are going to move and use our body, of course we can do what we want as soon as we come back to a correct and straight posture in order to be in balance. Otherwise we are constantly out of balance. So let's follow a little bit the rules like they do in ballet, which is a very developed sport. I hope that we will continue also in the same
direction. Exactly.
Direction.
I think this was a little bit the answer of my last question. What do you advise the amateur couples to improve?
Well,
yes. Well,
yeah,
the first thing to know that, of course, we have to go through of course, the books, and I must say, even if it looks like I want to make publicity, but it's not, because actually the new books are very developed from the past. So of course they were checking exactly the technique of the past in order to make a new book. And in the new book, of course, is very clear, explained every little details much more and much clearer than the old books. And what the couple should do, they should know that the posture, the basic fundamental like the rotation, the leg action, the footwork, and body action, of course, all these things has to have a kind of very clear guideline without going wild. And actually, if we go wild, we are not just dancing, we are just running around the floor and without any rules, let's say.
Yeah,
so,
and let's say also, I think this trend from amateur came due to an old champion, which was not maintaining the rules, and we are very, very happy to be, of course, now from the second time the new European champion, and hopefully also in the future the world champion, because I think the champion, or we think that the champion, of course, has a certain responsibility. So of course it's normal that if young couples see a champion dancing without that rule, having a correct posture, or following a certain kind of rules, it's normal that the trend go in this direction, and we think that we can change this trend, and I think will be very promising for the future.
So tomorrow you will have a day off?
Well, not really, because
today we have to do something
the
for...
German PD is asking for some workshop and some lecture, and of course when we can support the German Federation, we do it as always, as they support us every time we needed the support from them. So we are very, very happy about Germany, we are very, very happy about them support.
And the World DanceSport Federation, which is trying always to work very hard, and to have people like you, Helmut, which is working very hard every time.